Hey everybody, our next pattern is called Buzy Bees by Anita Morales Fletcher. It's a grid pattern and should be fairly simple to do. So you're going to have a 4 square grid. In that 4 square grid you're going to do like a circle in the middle. You can either draw it as one big circle or you can do arching like that, right? Then you do this like V shape into each one, which creates these sort of what I would call bumblebee wings, right? And then in the corner put a diagonal. And then on that diagonal, you want to do your little V shapes, sort of echoing that shape. So it sort of looks like a spider web sort of a thing. Then you're done. You can, in the middle, do opposite corners, fill it in with dark so that it looks like that. Oops, you're a little off. So it looks like that. Or you can, in the middle, put this. So that's the general gist of the pattern. So it's either a bumblebee bee or I see a flower. I see both. I see a lot of energy in this one. Lots and lots of energy. So let's give this one a go, shall we? Oops, I forgot to grab a piece of paper. Not prepared. There we go. Piece of paper. Let me zoom out a little bit. You're a little bit close. Okay. Grid. Make myself a grid. Just trying to decide how many squares I need to create. Okay, I need to create half and then half again, half again. I need to make myself oh, I didn't do that right. I don't know why I started in the middle. Silly me. Alright, let's try this again. I need to do an outside and then divide that in half, not... Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Brain's not working today. Let's try this again with an outside border first. Shall we? Yes, we shall. Alright. See, I could totally stop the camera, start all over, and make myself look like a perfect artist. Not going to do that. Totally not going to do that. Because I feel like that's not fake. Because those who do edit their stuff, it's not fake. It honestly isn't. But I also feel like when you edit your stuff, you cut out the parts that are, not pretty. Whether it's on YouTube or just in your life in general, you know, we all do it. You're on Facebook, you're on social media, you know, you don't post most of the time. Anyway, most people don't post their stupid things that they do. They only post the stuff that they feel happy or glad or proud of. Yeah, they don't post the other stuff. And that's okay, but you know, makes you seem perfect when you're not. I am nowhere near perfect. And I need you guys to know that it's okay to be nowhere near perfect. That if you goof up, you know, don't give up, just try again. Things are not, life is not perfect. You're not perfect. It's okay. I think in order to not get overly confused, I'm going to do one square at a time. So you make that into a 4 square. And then do a circle around like so. And then you know, I'm actually going to do this first. I'm going to do the steps a little out of order. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do my little Buzy Bee thing, because then it will get me to the right place. Okay, you'll note that this is not the same size as this. It's because my cross line, my squares aren't square. That's why. My squares aren't square, so that line isn't the same as the other line. That's just fine. It's just okay. Okay, so now the next step is to just do this echo right here. Go like that, and like this, and like that, and like that. To make this sort of spider webby looking thing. Like that. And we do that on every single one. That certainly does give it, it gives it a lot of energy to this tile. All those little lines. Give it that woo. I don't know, it was trying to make a woo, but it made a woo. Okay, now I'm going to do the next one. So in here, make me a cross, and then in the middle of here, do that, and then I'm going to make this go this way. I like that easier than trying to draw the petal shape or the Buzy Bee wing shape and then that. Find that was much easier for me. You got to figure out what is the easiest way to draw things for you. Sometimes you won't be drawing things in the exact way that the pattern shows you to draw it, because it just doesn't work for you, and that's okay. You can do that. I missed right there. Did you see that? No, you did not. But maybe you can if I zoom way in. Oop. There you go. See that right there? I missed. It's okay. Shh. Don't tell anybody. You might miss too. It's okay. Because you know what? By the time we are completely done, there are going to be so many lines on here that you will not notice. What in the world is going on my phone? It keeps going off. Emails. Emails and social media posts. My poor hubby, he is not feeling good. I am not happy about that. He's supposed to be well. This weekend, he's supposed to be riding in a bike ride. Out in Palm Springs. He was aiming for 100 miles, but not if he's got a cold. If he's got a cold, I'm gonna be lucky he rides at all. But that's okay. We're going with friends. We've rented a house out in Palm Springs. My son will be staying home. He's got school and he's got work, but we'll be going with friends, our bike riding friends. And whether we ride or not, we're going to enjoy ourselves and have a nice weekend. I'm not a rider. What I do is I support. I am the support team, along with the husband of one of the other ladies. We are the support team. We drive along behind, hopscotch from one rest stop to another, and make sure that they are okay. When they get to the rest stop, we have extra food in the truck, we have waters, we have, their bike gear, their clothing, all the bike repair tools, all that stuff. And we are their support. And then if they don't make it and they want to be done for the day, which is absolutely cool, because especially this first ride in January or February, the holidays is a hard time to do a lot of riding just from a scheduling perspective, because you got the holidays, you got things happening at church and at work and at home and family, and he just doesn't have time to ride. And then when he does have time to ride, it is dark and cold, and he doesn't mind the cold as much as the dark. It's really not safe out on the roads in the dark. Drivers are terrible with bicyclists, and even though he has enough lights on him to light up an entire airport runway, he looks like a blinking airport runway lights is what he looks like when he's going down the road. He worries about himself, and I worry about him on the road. So this time of year is just tough, because It's dark when he goes to work, and it's dark when he gets out of work, and he wants to ride his bike before and after work, and so every time he wants to ride, it's dark. So he has not been doing very much riding, and they had intentions to really keep up with their training during the winter, and between work and church and family and having various colds and flus and dark, training just didn't happen. So my guess is 100 miles isn't going to happen, but I think that's okay. Whatever they do, we will be there to support them and to cheer them on and to be proud of them as far as they get. Because you know what? No matter what you do in life, you need those people in your life who will cheer for you, even if they don't understand it. I am not a bike rider, and I just don't get it. Oh, why that's makes them happy. But you know what? Just because I don't get it doesn't mean I can't support it. He needs me as his cheerleader. If as a wife you cannot be your husband's #1 fan and cheerleader, then you need to reevaluate some things in your life. Because, you know, you married your husband for a reason. And if you can't be their cheerleader, if your husband's not being your cheerleader, if your wife's not being your cheerleader, you know, ask them why. Why can't they support you, even if they don't understand what you're doing? You know, as long as what you're doing isn't hurting someone, then you should be their cheerleader. Okay, so what do I want to do on the inside thing? I really like this variation. I like that. So I think I'm going to do that, which is going around the circle with stripes. I like that. I like that look. Looks like a weaving. I like that. Oh, I'm completely off. Heaven forbid. Okay. Sorry, folks. You didn't see any of that. So we'll just do that again on the next one. Turn my page. I hope I didn't do that too much in today's video. If I did, I'm sorry. I must say I'm getting better at not doing that, but sometimes I just do, and yeah, sometimes I just do. Let's see. Almost done. Trying to draw while I'm thinking about how I want to shade. I think I want to shade it slightly different than the sample shaded it. Sample has us shading these lines, the little, this part, these echoey bits like that. I really like this sort of puffy thing that's happening with this spiderwebby looking thing. I think that's where I want to shade. I want to really make that stand out. I noticed that these two rounds are, I have 3 different size rounds. That's a small one, that's a medium one, and those 2 are large. Oh well, it is what it is. And I think I am going to shade the puffy and go into this part here and do this. Let's see, where else do I want to do it? Not sure yet. We'll do that first and see where it takes me. All the way around. And I missed these ones. Okay, what else do I want to do? I think I want to make the circles puffy and stand out from the rest. I don't like buttons. Buttons in some sort of quilt or something. And I think I want to do this. Okay, we're going to give that a go. There we go. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Okay, so mine looks slightly different than the sample. There we go. There's the sample. There's mine. I like the way mine turned out. This is called Buzy Bees. B-U-Z-Y-B-E-E-S. All right, there we go. Buzy Bees or Buzy Bees. That is today's daily tangle. What is today supposed to be? Today is January 20th. Today's Saturday. Today's January 21st. Excuse me. It is the 21st. Today is Saturday. I hope you are having a good day. Hopefully you have the day off and you're not one of those people who have to work on the weekends. But if you are one of those people who has to work on the weekends, I totally get it, because most of the time I would have to be working as well. Happen to have today off, but not usually. So I get it, totally get it. But if you do have the day off, I hope you've had an opportunity to spend some time with your family, to do something that you really enjoy doing, and to have a really blessed day, and to reach out and bless somebody else today. That is your assignment. Do some drawing, bless somebody else. I will see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.